Maybe you decide to learn this language and you very excited to learn spoken English. That's why you watched lot of video about how to start spoken English at home or how to start my spoken English journey. But when it's talk about speaking or when it's talk about practice your spoken English, you can't start. Why this is happening with you? In this video I am going to share with you some exercise and some tips that you can follow and you can start your journey with this video. First of all, I want to make sure one thing. If you watching my video, that means you understand English or you understand little bit or you know the basic of English. If you don't know the basic of English, comment I don't know, that I will understand. I need to make more basic video in English. So let's dive in the topic. In this video I can share with you some apps or some platform that you can simply go there and you can start your spoken English journey with foreigner or you can start your speaking. But I never want to share with you because you are beginner, you want to start your spoken English journey. First you need to learn or you need to practice by your own. You never have to speak with any foreigner. So what is the exercise or tips or what is the thing you need to start as a beginner? So let's see. The number one is write before speak. If you want to learn spoken English, there are so many things you need to learn, but writing is very important. Maybe you are thinking what is the relation between English writing or speaking. Maybe you are thinking, right? There are two reasons of writing in English. Number one is it's improve your thinking power, or when it's talk about thinking, thinking is the heart of speaking. If you want to speak, you need to think. So writing is the very important of if you want to start your journey. So the problem is how to write. What I write. As a beginner, maybe you are so confused. You thinking what I write, how can I get topic? It's simple. Whatever in your mind, whatever in around yourself, try to write. For example, I have a pen. So what can I write about this pen? Write down I have a pen and this is the pen I use for my writing. So try to think and write. When you think after writing, it will help you to improve your thinking. So writing is very important step of starting your journey. Or as a beginner, maybe you can write some line in English, but day by day try to improve your writing or day by day increase your writing or thinking power. And the next thing is speak what you write. So you don't need to memorize any topic or you don't need to memorize all this thing, because you write this thing by your own. You think and you write this thing. That's why it's easy to speak. It's easy to start speaking what you write. Whatever in your mind, try to write down in your paper and try to speak. And as a beginner at first day, maybe you can speak some word or you do lot of mistake. Don't think about mistake, don't think about matching, don't think what I write I never can speak same thing, I am doing mistake or it is very hard. Don't think, just speak what you write or what in your mind. After practicing this method, someday you will realize how many improve you are doing. When you think and when you write, you will realize my thinking power is growing very fastly, or thinking is the main thing of speaking. So try to think and try to speak. And my step number 3 is translation. You don't need to translate everything, but as a beginner you need to start your journey by translation, some basic English or some basic sentences. For example, I can go there. If try to think in your mother tongue, then try to translate this thing or try to start with basic sentences. Don't start with hard sentences as a beginner. And whatever in your mind, try to translate it your mother tongue to English. This is very very important if you are a beginner. Then when you grow, when you intermediate, you never have to translate. You can think in English, you will automatically speak. So as a beginner, if you want to start, you need to translate. Or as a beginner, first don't think about grammar or don't think about grammatical mistake. When you translate, you realize I'm doing mistake, but don't focus on this mistake. Just try to translate or try to practice your speaking. And my dear friend, the next thing is you need to learn tense. Maybe you are thinking, I know tense, I know the rules of tense, but why I can't speak? But you are wrong. If you know tense, you don't know the practice of tense. You just know the rules of tense. So you need to know the tense. If you don't know the tense, you need to learn the basic of tense. When you talk about learning, you just think, I need to learn all of this tense, I need to learn all of this rule. But as a beginner, if you want to start, you need to learn the basic of tense. Then if you are learning this tense, try to learn with practice. Most of the person, they know the rules of tense, but they can't speak. That's why they are not practice. That is the reason they can't speak, because they never practice. They just learn, they just memorize some rules in tense. So that's why you need to learn tense and you need to practice tense. If you already know tense, try to practice. Try to use tense in your real life conversation. That's why you don't speak English, because you never practice. If you already know, try to practice please. And the next thing you need to learn for starting your spoken English journey, that is verb. The basic thing in verb, there are so many rules or so many verb have, but you need to learn some basic verb. As a beginner or as a starting point, you need basic of verb. So try to learn the basic of verb and don't wait for any moment, just I need to learn all of this thing, then I can speak. Just whatever I said in my video, try to practice and learn. And last but not the least, I want to share with you one thing, that is, please practice. Don't just watch video or don't just memorize all of these rules or all of these things. Just practice and try to learn. When you practice, you will realize how many benefits it's giving me. Memorizing thousands of rules or watching thousands of video, it's useless if you don't practice. So please practice what you learn from my video or what you are learning right now.